50, no, I've been down 50. I have 25, 35. I have 34, 4.5, 35, 35, 4.5, now 35, 34.5, 35, 4.5, now 35, and 34.5, 35.
The funny thing about an auction is it just takes two people to amaze you as to what they're willing to pay for something.
It gets crazy if you're here in person, you hear the auctioneer.
1,200, 1,100, 1,213, 1,213, 1,213.
For this auction, we have about 1,500 bidders total.
There's an adventure to it, an opportunity to really get a steal, get a good deal.
It's an adrenaline rush, really, it is.
They wanted 3, we got 6. That's a lot of money.
It's fun to come up and just watch what vehicles are going for.
The sellers out back just jumping for joy.
You're like, wow, they can't believe it.
The best wine, the best horses, the best real estate, the best cars, the best jewelry, the best art, the best everything is sold at auction.
Sold at 1,000, bidder number 16.
The way to get what you want in this world is by giving other people what they want.
I think anybody could benefit from buying a vehicle at auction.
The name Thomas Hirchak Company has been around long enough now that you know who we are. We're not just a pop-up. We're not somebody who's going to be gone tomorrow or just trying to make a quick buck today.
You don't have to haggle with a salesperson or dub around online on Craigslist, on Facebook.
It's a great opportunity to get used cars at a reasonable price. You don't get all the markups that you get with a used car dealership.
You shouldn't be afraid to call us if you have questions.
We're never going to trick or trap you into a car. No, that's not something we want to do or could do. We want to help you with the car buying process.
And what are you looking for price-wise? What are you trying to be at? What?
Up to 6,000.
Anybody can be an auctioneer. We invested our time in building relationships with our clients and our buyers.
It's good to have honest auctioneers who aren't trying to just move all the cars, and I can ask them about it and they'll tell me the truth.
We don't want to bury anybody. We're not here for a one and done deal. We're here for the next 40 years and establishing that you're buying a car, your kids are buying a car, their kids are buying a car. We want to keep this going.
We're always looking for vehicles for our children. We have 6 boys between us, so we end up usually keeping them and they're driving them for a while.
We strive to make our customers and clients happy. It's part of the reputation of Thomas Hirchak Company, doing a great job for somebody.
You just come in knowing there's no stress and you don't have to buy anything. And if you just know that there's no pressure, it was fun to be here.
We're not going anywhere. We're not being sold to a bigger company. We're a local company based right here in Vermont.
It's not that uncommon for a private consignor to walk in and say, I want $1,000 for my car, and end up getting $4,000 or $5,000.
We had a lady come in. She had a 2010 Dodge Caravan. She had gone to the dealership to trade it in. They said, we'll give you $700 for it. She came and talked to us. We convinced her to, said, well, let's just try it. What harm could it do? It sold for $4,200.
We've sold Ferraris. We've sold multi-million-dollar pieces of properties. We've sold beautiful pieces of artwork and jewelry.
When Good News Garage started to take donations, they were only taking cars that were in good shape. We sell a lot of cars for them. They were turning down Mercedes because their clients can't afford to run a Mercedes. But when we got a nice Mercedes in, that's $5,000. And then you use that money to fix the other cars.
We're basically a dealership for your inventory.
If your vehicle brings $4,000 or $5,000 and you were putting it in your front yard with a $3,000 price tag on it, you just left $2,000 or $3,000 on the kitchen table.
We're reaching 2,000 to 3,000 bidders a week.
With the online platform, you're exposing your car to California, Florida, Texas.
You're using our marketing, our facility, our location, our buyer base, and our exposure in the industry to your advantage.
I want people to have a great experience here. I don't tell people what they want to hear. I try to tell them what I believe to be the facts.
One of the main concerns in the auction industry is that, well, what if my car doesn't bring what I want? When you drop off the car, you're gonna tell us what the lowest dollar you're willing to let that car go for is. If our bidding doesn't bring at least that amount, we'll pass the car. It's still your car, and we can try again next week.
It's really the easiest way to sell your car because all you do is fill out one page, give them the one page, and that's it. Drive your car here, fill a piece of paper out. You don't even need to talk to anybody. You can put it in. and they'll list it hassle-free.
We've sold airplanes, we'll sell boats, jet skis, snowmobiles,
Tractors.
Restaurant equipment.
We recently got a 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, 33,000 miles on it, garage kept. I mean, it's a spotless car. We also have a 2001 Saturn Vue they'll probably sell for about $500.
We've sold livestock at auction,
Motorcycles.
Campers.
woodworking machinery.
The seller can put a condition report on it. It can be green light, which means it sells with a ride and drive. If it's not right, you get your money back.
For what you're looking for, I would try to find green light only. So if it's a red light, probably steer clear of it right now.
I would strongly urge anybody who's interested in buying a vehicle to check it out.
Who knows, for Uber, something like that.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and the lot's wide open. You want the keys, ask us for the keys. You can listen to the car run. You don't need to just come in an auction day and make a knee-jerk reaction.
Look to see if it's burning oil or if there's a lot of rust on the vehicle. Look underneath, make sure that the frame looks good.
Start it, turn the steering wheel, put it in drive, put it in reverse.
Come the morning of the auction, play with the bells and whistles, do your due diligence.
Pop the hood, check the antifreeze, look at the oil, look underneath, look at the underbody, look at the frame.
If you're not necessarily a car-savvy person like many of our buyers, we'll see people that bring in family members, their neighbor. I had one lady bring in her mechanic that she's had for 20 years.
On this street alone, there are 2 SAE certified mechanics, and whenever we have asked them in the past to come check out a vehicle for somebody, they've been more than accommodating.
We don't want you to get stuck with something that you're not expecting. Let us be your eyes and ears. Call us. Multiple times I've gone down on my phone on like a video call and hey, what do you want to look at? What do you want to hear? Here, I'm revving it up. Did you hear that?
There are opportunities to get great deals on automobiles.
Nowadays, you do a simple search on a car, make, and model, and there's 20 different blogs that are going to tell you the normal problems with that car.
Just do your homework and be prepared.